how to help a being, a spirit, a ghost, move on when they don't want to. And usually when somebody doesn't want to move on, it's because they have unfinished business, they're afraid, they don't know how, they feel disempowered, so they're going to be rebellious, and we'll bring in the steps. If you sense there is a being, someone, a ghost, a soul that is expressing themselves in another dimension, they used to be in the physical dimension, so they're a disincarnate soul, and some people call those ghosts, and they are still lingering in a space. They perhaps don't want to go. They might be creating mischief. They might be scaring people. They might be actually truly physically, emotionally, or energetically harming people. It's gotten your attention. And this is the process that I use to help beings who are between the worlds, in another dimension, non-physical, and they haven't moved on. The very first thing is you take a deep breath in, pull yourself into your divine line. And then you invite your higher self, body devas, higher self, in teams to the degree it's appropriate. Maybe it's not your body deva, maybe it's just your higher self, maybe it's just your team. To the degree that's appropriate, to connect with this soul's spiritual family, their guides, their advisors, their natures, the body devas, disincarnate body devas, nature spirits, guides, and advisors. So you're not even going directly to this being in the dimension where they're expressing themselves. You, at the level of your higher self, are connecting with their spiritual family, their guides, their advisors, anybody that has ever loved them in any dimension, in any time continuum, that's on the other side, that are holding vibrations of love and light. And you're calling for counsel. You're asking for a gathering. And then you're sharing with them that you are perceiving that there is distress, especially if they're causing harm. They're distressed. And you're just sharing that information with them. And then you can call them actually from the future as an ascended master to also sit in counsel with their guides and their advisors in the appropriate dimension. The body devas, guides, and advisors. You can call forth Gaia, Earth, to sit in counsel. Just share the information. There's distress. And then you're presenting the idea of, do any of you know how you could help this one that is distressed? Could a debrief be set up for them? Could a safe space be set up for them? Could you sit with them and just be with them and remind them that they are not alone, that they are remembered? Could any one of you that are expressing yourselves in other dimensions go and be with them and begin the conversation of what's truly being asked for that supports their greatest happiness, that supports their evolution to the degree that they choose? So you're not doing anything. You're just asking for intervention in a way that is incredibly honoring, very empowering. It's all about them cultivating more self-love, self-worth, but in a healthy, co-creative way, again, to the degree that they choose. And exploring whatever contracts they have or whatever unresolved challenges they have, that healing be set up in appropriate dimensions, in the appropriate moments in time, so that perhaps they heal in the past and ripple and reflect that healing from the past to the present, which then helps them in the now. And you just keep holding this space for their guides, their advisors to sit in counsel, to connect with them in an appropriate dimension where they might be able to positively, empathically impact the soul and help them in their journey, help them in their evolution. One of the greatest powers of being in the physical dimension is we have the ability to make a request in the physical dimension for actualization in another dimension, for them to be guided by themselves in the future as an ascended master, by their guides, their advisors, their spiritual family. The body devas, guides, advisors set up debriefs for the soul, set up a debrief for the body deva, set up debriefs for the teams to the degree that they choose in the past, in the present, in the future, helping them spiritually and grow and evolve to the degree that they choose, and allowing for a ripple and a reflection through the time spiral continuum, recalibrating the grids, moving into greater states of connection. You just keep holding space for that healing, for that information, for that guidance, for the modeling of supportive, empowering, loving vibrations. And then let that space continue helping in an empowering way the soul. And updating all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive, they perceive, are perceived in all realms.